What's going on, YouTube? I thought I'd go ahead and start vlogging right here. This is what I just did right now. I went ahead and put on my new exhaust. Isn't it way better than that big old long one? They look the same, don't they? But this one's a 410 milliliter long. That one's a 300 milliliter long. So anyhow, guys, I'll see you on the road. Let's see how it performs. Oh yeah, much better. I'll see you on the road. All right, let me get on these gloves, and I'm sort of anxious to find out how she's going to sound and how she's going to perform. We'll bounce to find out right now. I think it looks a lot more decent for this scooter because the other one came out way back here, man. I think it looks pretty good, to tell you the truth. I'm happy with it. Well, I can't get ahead of myself. Let's see how she runs with it. Here's my other big old clunker one. I hate this big old exhaust, but I will keep it just in case. Sounding pretty good. Did I get all my tools up? Tell you the truth, I'm liking the throttle response. I don't know. I'm tripping out. I'm thinking my scooter's running a lot better. I'm smelling a little plastic right now. I couldn't get all the plastic off of it. Where there's the little rivets, there's a little of that, so it's going to smell like plastic for a couple of days, I believe, at least for a day or two. I took off the majority of plastic that I could from that new exhaust. Oh yeah, I'm liking this exhaust a lot better. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable going over bumps now. Cost me half the price of what that big one cost. The big one cost $107 to replace it. Well, it's the same kind of exhaust that came with the scooter, but when it fell off and it got damaged and whatnot, I had to buy a replacement, and I paid $107 for the pipe and all, you know, the whole replacement. And with this here, almost like half the size. It's not half the size, but almost half the size. It only cost $49. Like for 51 bucks. It just came with the exhaust itself, and the gasket and the 3 bolts. The pipe itself only cost like 20 bucks on Amazon or eBay. The pipe that has the 3 holes on it, like a triangle. I got a brand new shorty at the house, but I don't like the pipe it has. I would have to get my grinder out and cut off a piece of that pipe, like a bracket. It won't fit on here. And I was thinking, you know, man, if I can, I want to keep the scooter looking the way it was. And I came across this same exhaust. I mean, the exhaust that I just barely put on right now. And I was like, hey, I'm going to grab that one, man. And it's working out good. I'm glad. I'm glad I got these saddlebags, being that I had to put that big old exhaust somewhere. If I didn't have these saddlebags, I would have had it on my floorboard, but being that I got the saddlebags, I just stuck it in the saddlebag. what I'm noticing is something. Look at, I'm at 60 miles an hour and at 7,000 RPMs. With my old exhaust, when I was doing 60, I'd be doing 8,000 RPMs. So I'm not a mechanic or anything, but I think that's a little better. I ain't pushing so many. I don't know if it's because I put my new belt on or the exhaust, and maybe both, because I installed a new Gy6 power leak belt. But I'm noticing that my RPMs ain't so high like they used to be, but I'm still going the same. I'm going the same miles per hour. My top speed on this was 60 on this here speedometer, 60, 61, and with the 8,500 RPM. But at full throttle, I'm doing 60, 61, but at 7,000 RPM. Yeah, I'm liking it that at full throttle, I'm staying in the green zone now. It's not even going to the red zone. And my speedometer, it looks like I'm already past 60. And it's yeah, that's a lot healthier for my engine. I'm starting to tune it in better. That Gy6 power link belt, I believe, did a lot for my engine and the new exhaust that I put on right now. Because I didn't do nothing else to it besides put on a new exhaust and put on a new belt. Engine seems to be more happy, not working so hard. California Highway 99. When I look at this freeway, there's a lot of travelers. And when, you know, me, I'm always just traveling from a few towns over, but most of these people that I see on the freeway, they're probably going hella miles away, you know. I've been wanting to buy, what I've been looking on YouTube, I've been watching this here, like living in your like house on wheels. I see this one young dude, he has a pickup. He makes it that his camper's in the back, all of his stuff that he needs to eat and sleep and keep warm with and all that, it's all in the back. And he does his YouTube channel. He goes around to different parts of the world and lives out of his pickup. And then there's another couple, there's a couple that does it out of a van, and then somebody else does it out of a U-Haul. And I think that's pretty neat, man. You get to see all sorts of things, all sorts of different places. You never get bored being in the same town, same place. But at time, I bet you get lonely too. Me, I'm the type I'm used to being near my kids, near my family that I'm close to, like my dad, my brother, and my sisters, my grandkids. But yeah, man, if I was to do something like that, it wouldn't be just to take off. I'd probably just go somewhere for a month or two and come back. Go for a little road trip. When I said that right now, I was thinking of my friend Little Miss Issues. I do have the exact thing in mind. I wouldn't be able to bear to just leave my family behind like that, but I do want to just get into like pull my scooter with me somewhere too, just like she mentioned in the comments that she wanted to go off and travel for a month or two, and man, that would be nice, to tell you the truth. Got me thinking that now. Yeah, I'm liking this exhaust a lot better. It feels like it's just right for the scooter. We'll see how it works out though. I need to tune in my idle a little bit better now. Seems like I'm having that issue at stop signs. Let's see, watch. At this next stop sign, let's see what happens if I let go of the throttle. Seems like I've been having to keep it alive, and the scooter is nice and warm. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and stop and see if it dies out. It probably will die out. Yeah, she wants to die out. She needs to be raised up a little bit. At my next stop, I want to see what her idle RPM's at, being that we got an RPM gauge right here. Man, my buckle, I didn't buckle in my helmet, and that buckle keeps on slamming against the side of my helmet, making a loud old noise. It's the quick release latch, or the buckle. I'm going to pull over at Chevron right up here, check out my idle RPM and put in some gas. I was just here yesterday at this pump. Alright guys, let's find out. 2,000 RPM and it dies out. That ain't right. 1,500 RPM. 2,000 RPM. And hiccuping. 2001 RPM. Then it stays at something wrong. Oh wait, no, it's going back down. Maybe she could be raised up just a tad. Tell you the truth, her idle's acting a lot better than what it was with that big old muffler on there. Hey, she's idling for a long time. She wouldn't do that with the other exhaust that I got, that I just took off. She would always die as soon as I let off the throttle. She'd probably stay okay for like 5 seconds, and she would die out, no matter how much I mess with that screw. You know, if I turn that screw way up high to the fact that my wheels jamming, then I wouldn't leave it that way. But I keep it to where my wheels not jamming in circles. Right now I thought this was my exhaust that was on. I was like, what the hell? But it's just in the saddlebag. But look at that beauty, boy. I think that is look at that plastic. Yeah, I think that matches the scooter a lot better. Being that I got this here new exhaust on now, the lighter one, I don't mind going down this here road. I was avoiding this road just because I had a big old heavy exhaust, and this here road has a lot of little cracks and bumps, and so now I'm able to jam through here again, feeling pretty confident that my exhaust is not going to fall off or anything. You know, it's just the way it feels, the way it's performing, and the way it looks like it's made for this scooter right here. The other one, they call it the Superflow, the upgraded Superflow exhaust. When I bought this, the description says it has an upgraded Superflow exhaust on there. Man, I think that was a mistake. that upgraded super flow exhaust is heavier than hell. And not just with me. Whenever I bought this scooter, I was telling myself, oh, the reviews that I was reading, how people's exhaust, the same exhaust that I'm having trouble, that I had troubles with, that I replaced right now, I was reading how it gave a lot of other people problems, you know. And I was thinking, well, what were they doing, man, you know? But yeah, come to find out, I just ride around normal, and the damn exhaust gave me problems twice. And it's like, man, never again. I hate that exhaust. And this fog's putting a lot of moisture on my visor and probably on the lens of the camera. I gotta remember to keep wiping off the lens of the camera periodically from time to time. Boy, that light changed quick. Turned green, turned yellow. It seemed like it was yellow right when I got up to it. It turned green. Before I even got across the intersection, it turned back to yellow. Just enough time for me to get across. Yeah, I'm really liking the performance. Alright, so I put on the the Gates PowerLink belt 2 days ago. And I put on this here more of a short muffler, you know, exhaust, and I'm noticing that I'm still hitting top speeds of 60 something miles an hour, but it's no longer, my RPMs ain't going in the red no more. It's staying like in 7,000 RPMs to 7,500, which makes me believe that my engine's running a lot smoother. Look at this, man. Pardon me, I can't get upset. It's a handicap, you know. Maybe by the time he started going across, it was green for him, but he got stuck in a yeah. So if it was somebody that was able to walk, I would have been upset right now. Like, what the hell? But I see what's going on here. Guy got to get across the road somehow. He's handicapped. See if it's gonna die out on me, my idle. Man, so far so good. Normally when I let go, it would already died out by now with that big old exhaust that I just took off. Scooter's idling fine. She's not running in the hot 8,000, 8,500 RPMs. She's still topping out at 60, 65. It's a plus, man. My favorite car wash. I don't know how many videos I got of that car wash. Me doing my scooter at that car wash, you know. But out of all the car washes that I live by and whatnot, that's my favorite one right there. You know what? Let's go around this way. I'll do a little detour. There's a lot of stop and go stoplights. We'll go across the tracks and we'll bust a left. More of a straightaway. I think I did that wrong. I think I got in that left lane too soon. Oh well. Boy, that's cool. They finally put up a fence, guys, but after how many people that got hit by the train did they finally decide to put up a fence? I'm gonna go right here and see what this homeless situation's about. I think this is where all the homeless people moved to. They used to have their own camp somewhere. Oh, I've never seen a tents in a park before, guys. Sad, man. That park, I never had seen it in my life. People pitching tents and sleeping in tents in a park, you know? I've seen a lot of change being that this COVID has hit almost 2 years ago. Seems like in every state their population of homeless has really went up. Sad, man. Sad thing to see. Yeah, I need to raise up my idle a little bit. I don't like it when I come to a stop and it sounds like it's going so low that it's going to die out. So we're going to have to fix that up as soon as I get back to the house. I gotta find out what the heck is squeaking. I keep on thinking it's my back rear shock, because I power washed all of my shocks. I lubed them up real good, then I lubed them up again. And I would think that squeak would go away, but good lord, it's still squeaking. Maybe I'll use some grease on it, some white lithium grease. Anybody that's lubricated their shocks and they're not squeaking, let me know what you guys are using. I appreciate it. It sounds like a damn geese or a goose. You know, here where I live, we have a park that's called Donnelly Park, and they have a lot of geese that honk like that. That sound like what my shocks sound like. Let's see. Now I don't hear it. I wonder when my heavy ass is on there. Alright guys, seen a little bit. Had to swap out my GoPro battery. Pulled over right here in Tijuana, Mexico. That's what this neighborhood reminds me of. Haven't been over this way in a long time. How it's like the ghetto, and then now it's the new homes. That's a trip. Merry Christmas. Make sure I still got my pastries right here. If you see me looking down, I was like, man, I forgot I got some pastries. Whoa, damn, hella bumpy. Let's slow her down. Don't need my exhaust braking because of all these damn bumps. A pizza box. Little Caesars, hot and ready. Good Lord. Talk about a jacked up road. Just right when I thought I was going to clear up the road, I mean, not the weather. It's getting a little better, but not much. How fast am I going? 40 it says? I'm not doing no 40. Maybe like 25, 30, but not no damn 40. Hey, a real quick question, guys. Anybody that's about my age, anybody that's in their like maybe late 30s, early 40s, maybe even late 40s, what was your guys' favorite cartoon as a kid, if you watched cartoons at all? That's a really weird question. I believe every kid likes cartoons as a kid, but I'll be thinking, man, I don't watch cartoons anymore, but the cartoons I do remember watching, it was like Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, G.I. Joe, what's it called? The Inspector Gadget, and Aquaman. So many of the cartoons back from those days. I think today, man, when I see cartoons, all advanced cartoons and whatnot, it's nothing like it used to be. Alright guys, I don't know why I got on that subject, but yeah, man, sometimes I'm a kid at heart. I think about stuff that I did when I was a kid, and man, what I'm doing right now is I'm avoiding going home. It looks like home's the opposite way. I'm over here just sightseeing, enjoying a ride, man, talking to you guys. It's a beautiful morning. Well, not a beautiful morning, but it's not hot, it's not cold. It is wet though. Alright, I guess I'll go home. Have me some coffee and a sweet bread. And probably I'll do some video editing and upload another video for you guys. I'm trying to earn that 1,000 subscribers. Seems like I'm almost halfway there, guys. Appreciate it, man. Those that haven't subscribed and you're watching my content, man, I encourage you, I ask you, man, hit that subscribe button. I'll continue bringing uploading videos. That's my promise. So yeah, man, if you're watching my content and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Help me reach that 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you on the next one, guys.